There are places on Earth where billions of dollars sit in silence, untaxed, untouched, and almost invisible. How can goods exist inside a country, but legally not be inside it at all? The answer lies in free trade zones, hidden economic worlds where global trade bends the rules, and those who understand them quietly control massive financial power. The invisible cities of global trade. Across the world, there are giant industrial zones that look like normal cities, but they operate under completely different rules. Massive warehouses, endless rows of containers, high-tech logistics systems moving goods 24 hours a day. But here's the strange part. Inside these zones, products can sit for months, even years, without paying taxes. Not import tax, not customs duties, sometimes not even VAT. It almost sounds impossible. But these places are real. They are called free trade zones, also known as special economic zones, and they are one of the most powerful and least understood tools in global business. What exactly is a free trade zone? A free trade zone is a special area inside a country where goods can be imported, stored, processed, or re-exported without paying taxes immediately. That's the key idea. No taxes until the goods officially enter the country's market. Think of it like a pause button on taxation. A company can bring in millions of dollars worth of products, store them, modify them, even assemble new products, and still pay nothing until those goods are sold locally. In simple terms, goods inside the zone are treated as if they are outside the country's customs system. That's why some experts call these places economic loopholes, but legal ones. The core illusion. Inside a country, but not really. Here's where things get interesting. Free trade zones exist physically inside a country, but legally they operate differently. From a customs perspective, goods inside these zones are considered not yet imported. So technically, the goods are inside the country. But they are not part of the country's economy yet. This creates a powerful illusion. A container full of electronics sitting in a warehouse in Dubai is not officially in the UAE economy until it leaves the zone. That's why businesses love these zones, because they allow companies to control when they pay taxes or avoid them entirely through re-exporting. How the system actually works? Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Goods arrive from another country. Step 2. They enter a free trade zone, no tax paid. Step 3. They are stored, repackaged, or assembled. Step 4. The company decides what to do next. Now, there are two possible outcomes. Option 1, re-export. The goods are shipped to another country, no taxes paid at all. Option 2, enter local market. The goods leave the zone and enter the country. Taxes are finally applied. This system gives businesses incredible flexibility. They only pay when necessary. And sometimes, they don't pay at all. The giants of this hidden network. These zones are not small. They are massive global hubs. One of the biggest examples is Jebel Ali Free Zone, located in Dubai. It hosts thousands of companies and connects major shipping routes across Asia, Europe, and Africa. Another major hub is in Panama, linked to the Panama Canal. And in Asia, Singapore has some of the most advanced free trade systems in the world. These zones are strategically placed near major ports, airports, trade routes, because speed is everything in global trade. The secret weapon, bonded warehouses. Now let's go deeper. Inside many free trade zones, there's something called a bonded warehouse. This is where the real magic happens. A bonded warehouse allows goods to be stored without paying duties until they are sold. For example, a company imports $400,000 worth of products. Normally, they would pay taxes immediately, but inside a bonded warehouse, they pay nothing up front. They only pay taxes on what they actually sell. This changes everything. Instead of locking money into taxes, companies keep that cash and use it to grow faster. The money advantage most businesses miss. Here's what most people don't realize. Free trade zones are not just about saving money. They're about controlling cash flow. Imagine this. Two companies import the same products. Company A pays taxes immediately. Company B uses a free trade zone. Company B now has more working capital, more flexibility, more time, more power. Over time, this creates a huge advantage, and this is exactly where high-level trade experts come in. The insider advantage, IPA positioning. This is where someone like IPA International becomes important, because free trade zones are not simple, they are full of rules. Each country has different laws, different tax systems, different restrictions, and if you don't understand them, you can lose millions. But if you do understand them, you can optimize your entire global supply chain. As insiders say, if you're not using free trade zones, you're leaving up to 20% of your margin on the table. That's not a small number. That's the difference between surviving and dominating. The flow of goods versus the flow of money. Here's a powerful concept. Goods and money do not move the same way. Goods move physically, through ships, trucks, and warehouses. Money moves legally, through tax systems and regulations. Free trade zones separate these two flows. Goods can move freely, while money is delayed. This creates a gap. And inside that gap, smart companies operate. Why governments allow this? At this point, you might be thinking, why would any country allow this? The answer is simple. Economic growth. Free trade zones attract foreign investment. Global companies. Jobs. Infrastructure development. Governments are willing to reduce taxes in these zones because they gain long-term economic benefits. These zones make countries more competitive in global trade, so it's not a loophole, it's a strategy. The dark side of free trade zones. But there's another side to this story. Not everything about free trade zones is positive, because when rules are reduced, risks increase. Some concerns include smuggling, money laundering, fake products, weak labor protections. Experts have warned that these zones can sometimes be misused due to reduced oversight. That's why regulations still exist, even inside these zones, because no rules is never truly real. The myth. No taxes, no rules. Let's clear something up. Free trade zones are not lawless. They are regulated environments with special rules. Companies still have to follow local laws, safety standards, approved business activities. What changes is when and how taxes are applied, not whether rules exist at all. The future of free trade zones. Free trade zones are becoming more important than ever. As global trade grows faster and more complex, businesses need greater flexibility, stronger control, and higher efficiency to stay competitive. That is exactly why these zones are evolving into something much bigger than before. Today, modern free trade zones are powered by advanced technology. Many now use AI-driven logistics, automated warehouse systems, and digital customs processes that reduce delays and speed up operations. These innovations allow goods to move faster with fewer errors and lower costs. At the same time, these zones help companies manage tariffs, improve cash flow, and respond quickly to global disruptions. They are no longer just storage areas for goods. They are becoming highly intelligent global trade hubs, places where data, technology, and strategy come together to control how the world's products move. The big picture. Most people miss. Here's the real truth. Manufacturing didn't disappear. Trade didn't become simpler. It became smarter. Power shifted from building things to controlling how things move. Free trade zones are part of that shift. They are the hidden infrastructure of globalization. Why this matters to you. Even if you don't run a business, this system affects you. The products you buy, the prices you pay, the speed of delivery, all of it is influenced by these invisible networks. Because behind every product, there's a supply chain. And behind that supply chain, there's strategy. The world economy is not just built on factories and products. It's built on systems, invisible systems. And free trade zones are one of the most powerful of them all. Global trade is not random. It's a system of rules, strategies, and hidden advantages. The companies that understand it win. The ones that don't fall behind. If you want to optimize your international supply chain and unlock the full power of global trade, visit www.ipa-international-purchase-agency.com and connect with IPA. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more powerful insights. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next video.